Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be playing this really fast Logbait cycle deck. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. So, I went for the Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel, and he went for the E-Wiz. I'm just going to go for my Ice Golem here in the middle. This guy could be playing like a bridge spam deck probably, because not much else has Electro Wizard in it. Oh, it could be Giant Double Prince actually, since he does have the Prince. I'm just going to go for my Dark Goblin in the back here to counter that Prince, and he does have the Royal Ghost, which is going to be really annoying for me, just because I don't really have anything too great for it. I'll just go for my Ice Spirit here in the middle just to freeze everything, and then I'll kite it opposite lane with my Ice Golem. I'm going to go for my Goblin Barrel here as well just to cycle. So he is playing a Bridge Spam deck, not the one that I expected. I'm just going to go for my Skeletons plus Log here on the Battle Ram, and I'll Ice Spirit just to block some hits as well. Then I'll just go for another Goblin Barrel straight away because he doesn't have any Elixir right now, so I'm going to get some pretty good damage. He barely gets the Archers down in time. I don't know how he was able to afford those, but it's okay. I'm just going to mirror my Goblin Barrel here. Doesn't have Zap, and he doesn't have much Elixir for anything else, so I should get a ton of damage with that Goblin Barrel. Yeah, he does go for the E-Wiz, but I get quite a bit of damage there, and I'll just go for my Ice Golem here to counter the Electro Wizard. So, I don't know, this is a really strange deck. Maybe it's like a homemade deck, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to be careful, just in case he has like arrows or something like that. Arrows are probably the best counter to this deck, besides Electro Giant, just because obviously when they have arrows, you can't really stop them from just arrowsing on your Dark Goblin, and that's your main defense. I'll just go for my Dark Goblin in the back here, and I'll also go for my Skeletons on top of the Ghost to keep my Dark Goblin alive. I'll Ice Spirit too to freeze everything. He just missed the Dark Goblin with his Fireball. I'm going to Fire Spirit here to make sure that my Dark Goblin kills it, and I'm going to Ice Golem to make sure that I take no damage from the Battle Ram. Very nice defense there. And he has to waste a Prince. It's really good for me. I'll just go for another Dark Goblin here to snipe the Prince. And I'll also go for the Goblin Barrel here, and I'll Skeletons as well just to block the Dark Prince. The Prince. I'll go for my Ice Spirit as well just to make sure that it gets completely finished off, and I'll go for my Ice Golem in the middle here. I'll also Dark Goblin just to kill the E-Wiz. I'll Goblin Barrel too. This should finish off the tower. He has a P.E.K.K.A, okay? This should be really easy defense anyway. Well, actually, not with being down all this. I'm just going to cycle my Fire Spirit here. I'm going to Ice Spirit the back. I'm going to log on everything. I'm going to Dark Goblin. I need to cycle back. Then I'm going to go for my Skellies here just to make sure that the Ghost dies. And I'm going to go for my Ice Spirit here to pull back the P.E.K.K.A. And I'm going to go for my Ice Golem as well to pull everything away again. I'll go for my Dark Goblin in the middle. And I'll also go for my Log here on the Battle Ram. I'm going to Fire Spirit here just to distract. I'm going to Skeletons, Ice Spirit. Go for another Dark Goblin. I'm going to Ice Golem to pull this back. I'm going to go for my Log. I'm going to Skellies, Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit, and that's game. I just had to distract. That was a really easy matchup as well. He didn't have really anything to kill my Goblin Barrel. He had no arrows for my Dark Goblin. I'm in the next game here against Gaba 3000. Kind of a funny name. I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel here. Actually, I'll just Goblin Barrel and then Ice Spirit because I want to get back to my Goblin Barrel first. He got the Bowler, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. I'll just cycle my Dark Goblin in the back, and then I can go for my Ice Golem to make sure that my Dark Goblin doesn't get killed by his Bowler. Just going to go for my high Ice Golem here like this. Very nice Ice Golem. Okay, going to go for my Skellies as well, just to make sure that my Dark Goblin doesn't die. And then I'll go for my Goblin Barrel with my Ice Golem. He's going to have to, yeah, he has to Barb Barrel. I hope to God that it's not E-Giant. If it's E-Giant, I'm just kind of dead. Okay, I'm just going to go for my Mirrored Barrel here, because he doesn't have any Elixir, and then I'll go for my Ice Spirit Dark Goblin, and I'll Fire Spirit in case he wants to Tornado win my Dark Goblin, and then I'll Skellies as well. He Tornadoes anyway. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Barrel here. He has to Mega Minion, and then after he Mega Minions, I can just mirror my Goblin Barrel, and he won't have enough for anything to kill my Barrel. He doesn't have NATO, doesn't have Mega Minion, doesn't have Barb Barrel, and he can't afford Bowler, so I should get some decent damage here. Was a really bad Tornado by him. Oh, he has Tombstone. I didn't know that he had Tombstone, but I still got good damage, and he had to use his Barb Barrel still, so I'm going to outcycle that again. Looking pretty nice for me. I would say really nice, but all it takes is like one RG Baby Dragon NATO push, and he's going to take my tower. I have to be really smart with my Dark Goblins, and I have to Ice Golem to block the Baby Dragon really perfect, or it's still going to splash onto my Baby Dragon and the Dark Goblin at the same time, and I'm going to lose my tower. I'm just going to go for my Ice Golem in the back here. Same lane as the Bowler. I'll go for my Fire Spirit at the bridge on the left just to cycle. I don't want to put anything straight into the Bowler. I'll go for my Dark Goblin here on the side to snipe it though. And then I'll go for my Goblin Barrel. And I'll go for my Ice Spirit to make sure that it locks onto that and not the Bowler. And I'm going to cycle my Skellies here. I'll Fire Spirit too. I'll go for another Dark Goblin. Always nice to have two Dark Goblins. I'm going to Ice Golem here as well to keep it alive, and then I'll go for another Goblin Barrel. Pretty annoying that the Bowler got like a last second shot on my Dark Goblin. Okay, I'm going to go for my Mirrored Up Barrel here. Goes for the RG Mega Minion. I'm going to Fire Spirit here. I'm going to Dark Goblin. I'm going to take a ton of damage. I'm going to Ice Spirit here to freeze everything, and then I'll go for my Skeletons as well. Goes for the Lightning on my Dark Goblin. I'm just going to log the RG, try not to take any more hits. Okay, that's 2 logs to finish off the tower. I just need to try to figure out a way to keep my tower. I'll go Mirrored Up Dark Goblin plus regular Dark Goblin on the RG if I need to. Okay, I'm going to Dark Goblin here. I'm going to mirror my Dark Goblin again, and then I'm going to go for my High Ice Golem to block it. And then I'll go for my Ice Spirit here. It's going to NATO to kill everything, but I'm going to Skellies, I'm going to Fire Spirit, I'm going to Dark Goblin, and then I'm going to go for my Ice Golem too. Perfect defense. Nice, my Dark Goblin didn't even die. Okay, I'm going to log here. I can't risk that. I'm going to Ice Spirit, I'm going to Skellies, I'm going to Fire Spirit, I'm going to go for Ice Golem at the bridge, block it, and then I'm going to log again. Very nice win. I just didn't want to risk the Baby Dragon somehow getting like a splash onto my tower if he lightning my Dark Goblin or Tornado didn't or something like that, and I didn't have any elixir after mirroring the log, so I just cycled back to a second one. I'm in the next game here against this guy. Just going to go for my Fire Spirit here at the bridge. See what he wants to do. See what his deck is. Goes for the Mighty Miner. Really bad Mighty Miner placement. I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit Barrel here. He goes for the log. I'm just going to go for my Mirrored Up Barrel right away. And I'll go for the Ice Golem to kite the Mighty Miner. He has Goblins. This could be a lot of decks. He has Mortar. It's going to be Hog Rider Mortar probably. I don't think it'll be Miner Mortar after the nerf to Miner. Even though Miner's still pretty good, people haven't really figured it out yet. I'm going to Ice Spirit here in the middle just to keep blocking the Mortar. And then I'll go for my Fire Spirit, and I'll Dark Goblin too. And I'll Skelly, just so the Mortar doesn't kill my Dark Goblin. He has to respond to it again. This is going to be really hard, but at the same time, I feel like I could be okay just because he doesn't have a second big spell. He has Fireball, I mean a second small spell. And he doesn't have like a way to kill my Mirrored Up Goblin Barrel, so it should be okay for me. I feel like I can win this. Let's see though. I'm gonna go for my not my Ice Spirit, my Goblin Barrel. Okay, he goes for the Goblins. By the way, sorry if I sound a bit weird. I'm kind of sick right now. But yeah, goes for the Goblins. I'm not gonna mirror Goblin Barrel because he does have log. I'll just go for my Fire Spirit at the bridge here, force him to defend, or I'm gonna get quite a bit of damage. He goes for the Hog Rider. I'll go for my Dark Goblin, Ice Spirit, and Skeleton so the Hog doesn't get a hit. I have to place a lot to make sure that the Hog doesn't get a hit. Okay. Goes for the ability. Nice. I'll just go for my Barrel here, and I'll also go for my High Fire Spirit, and I'll go for my Ice Golem in the middle here. Pull over the Mighty Miner. And I'll go for my Ice Spirit here as well. I'll Skellies, and then I'll just go for a Goblin Barrel plus pre-log because he's not back to the log yet. Nice, he has to Goblins, and I just get him with the pre-log. Perfect. Oh, and he wasted the log again, so I can just outcycle him again. Okay, I'm going to go for my Fire Spirit here on the Musketeer. And then I'm going to go for my Ice Spirit. Oops. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to go for my Dark Goblin here in the middle. And then I'll just go for my Goblin Barrel plus pre-log here. He doesn't have Goblins, but he does have Ice Spirit. Nice. I'm just going to keep blocking the Mortar. That's going to get one shot on my tower maybe. Oh, it gets none. Perfect. I'll just go for my Dark Goblin. I'll go for my Ice Golem here. And then I'll also go for my Barrel plus log. Nice. I'm going to hit the Goblins again. This guy's not really playing that good. Okay, I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit here in the middle. I'm going to go for my Skellies to block the Ice Spirit. And I'll go for my Ice Golem to kite the Hog Rider. Not the Hog Rider, I mean block the Mortar. Oh my god. I need to go to bed. Okay. Only took one Hog Rider hit though. I'll just go for my Skeletons here. I'll go for my Ice Spirit and I'll go for my Dark Goblin as well. Okay, I'm going to go for my Barrel. I'm going to go for my Ice Golem here in the middle just to block the Mortars. I'm going to go for my Log on the Musketeer. Okay, I'm going to go for my Skellies here. And then I'll go for my Dark Goblin on top of the Mortar. I'll go for my Barrel as well. Just have to be pretty careful. One good Hog Rider could beat me, so I'm just going to cycle back to my Barrel again. Just going to Log, going to Fire Spirit, going to Skeletons. I should only take one Hog Rider hit. Maybe even none if I'm lucky. Yeah, one hit. I'm going to Ice Golem here in the middle. I'm going to Barrel. Force him to Log. What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay, I'm just going to Log then. Nice, that's game. I feel like he was trying to counter it without the log because he knew that if he logged, then I'd just go Mirrored Up Barrel plus pre-log and I'd beat him, but yeah. In the next game here against this guy, I don't know what he's playing. I'm just going to go for my Barrel in the corner here. Always want to start off in the corner. Goes for the Goblin Gang. Could be a bait deck. Usually a bait deck should be good for me, so this is going to be kind of nice. I'll go for my log here, and I'll also go for the Fire Spirit at the bridge. Okay, I'm gonna Skellies here for his Dark Goblin. Okay, that's gonna get a hit. My skeletons didn't want to hit the Dark Goblin. I'm just gonna go for my Ice Spirit here on the Skelly Barrel, and I'll go for my Golem Barrel as well. Now I'll just Ice Golem on the Skelly Barrel. Okay, I'll just go for the log here on the Skeleton Army. It looks like a Skelly King bait deck. If it's one with Mortar, this is going to be really hard. Just because I don't really have any good ways to get to the Mortar, especially when he has like a Skeleton King in front of it and a bunch of bait cards where I need the log. I'll go for my Dark Goblin here on the Skeleton King, and I'll go for my Skellies up top as well. I'll go for my Ice Spirit, and I'll go for my Ice Golem too. Just have to block everything. I'll go for my Ice Golem, and I'll go for my log. Just have to mirror the Ice Golem there. Always smarter to put the tank than to risk everything. And I also kind of had a feeling that he'd go for something really aggressive behind it anyway. That's why I didn't try to spam a bunch of cycle cards down. People who play like Cannon Cart Goblin Gang, they love to just put it at the bridge because it pushes it to the tower super fast, so it gets kind of scary. I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit here on the Skeleton Barrel. And I'm just going to go for my Goblin Barrel here on the left. Goes through the Skeleton Army. Okay. I'm just going to go for my barrel here, and I'll go for my high skeletons as well. Okay, I don't know, I feel like this is going to get really tough when you start stacking mortars down. I'll go for my fire spirit at the bridge, and when he gets like the Skelly King abilities down, it'll be really hard to block for the mortar. I'm going to ice spirit here in the middle, and I'll also go for my dark goblin too. I got kind of, okay, I'm going to pre-log here. Well, not pre-log, I'll just log on the dark goblin. I don't know, it's just going to be kind of scary trying to dark goblin on top of the mortar when he has Cannon Cart and Dark Goblin and Goblin Gang all to kill it. I'm going to Fire Spirit at the bridge here with the barrel, and then I'll go for my log as well on the Skelly Barrel. I don't get any damage, but it's okay. I'll go for my Dark Goblin in the back here. And I'll go for my High Ice Golem to block the mortar and pull over the Skeleton King. I'll go for my barrel here as well. Also skeletons to block the mortar. I'll go for my Ice Spirit too. I'll go for the Fire Spirit, and I'll go for the Ice Golem in the middle. I need to get some more damage. I haven't got any damage for a while now. I'm just going to Dark Goblin here in the middle, and then I'm going to Skeletons up top to block. I'll go for my Ice Spirit, and I'll go for my Fire Spirit too, and I'll Ice Golem. I just can't take any damage. Okay, this is kind of scary. I'm going to Dark Goblin here in the middle to kill this mortar, and then I'm going to Skellies here in the middle. What? Bro, the mortar just killed my Dark Goblin. What? Oh no. I'm going to Fire Spirit left, log the right, Ice Golem kite the middle. Going to go for Ice Golem. Skelly's up top to pull over. Bro, the Cannon Cart got pushed into my Dark Goblin. Okay. I think I'm not going to take too much damage, but now I'm down. I'm going to Ice Golem here in the middle again. This is so bad. I'm going to Dark Goblin here to kill his. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to Skeletons here in the middle for the mortar. I'm going to go for my Goblin Barrel here as well. Actually, I'm going to Ice Spirit first just so I could try to get a pre-log in. I'm going to pre-log now. Nice. Okay, perfect. I got a lot of damage on the right, but I have to go opposite lane anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go for my Dark Goblin in the middle, and I'm going to Fire Spirit on the Skelly Barrel. I'm going to Ice Golem. I'm going to go for Ice Spirit, and I'm going to go for Log as well. He's going to ability. I need to get a second Dark Goblin down, and I need to get a Fire Spirit to block the Dark Goblin. I'm going to Ice Golem too. I'm going to Log on the right. I'm going to go for my Ice Spirit to block the Cannon Cart. No. Okay, I'm going to Skellies here on it. I only took one hit, and he fireballed the wrong lane, so I'm only down a tiny bit of damage. I'm going to go for my Fire Spirit Barrel here. I need to get something. No, he's Skelly King the back. Okay, I'm going to log. I did get the Fire Spirit jump, though. I'm barely down. This is going to be a really close game. I'll go for my Ice Golem in the middle here. I'll go for my Dark Goblin as well. I want to be able to keep mine alive, though, from his. I'm going to Ice Spirit. I'm going to go for Fire Spirit. I'm going to log. I'm going to go for Ice Golem, too, to pull it in. I'll go for a second Dark Goblin to kill this, and I'll go for my Ice Spirit to keep tanking for my Dark Goblin. I'll go for the log here on the Skelly Barrel. I'll go for the Fire Spirit, too. I just need the Dark Goblin to do as much as I can for now. I'm going to Ice Spirit here in the middle. I'm going to go for the barrel again. I need to keep baiting his cards out so he can't start spell cycling my tower. Please, one hit. Nice. I got a hit. Okay, I'm going to go for the mirrored up log to get some chip damage. I'm going to go for Dark Goblin. I'm going to Ice Spirit here on the Skelly Barrel. I'm going to go for Ice Golem to block the Skelly King. I'm going to Skellies, Fire Spirit, Dark Goblin again to tank. Oh no, the skeleton got a hit. Okay, I'm going to Ice Spirit. I'm going to Ice Golem. I'm going to log on the gang. I'm going to barrel. I'm going to Fire Spirit. Wait, he has to fireball. He doesn't have Skarmy. He just lost. He can't fireball my tower. Let's go. Wait, I'm going to Ice Golem in the middle. I'm going to log the tower just to be sure. And that's game. Let's go. I forced out the fireball on defense so he couldn't fireball my tower, and he lost by a bit less than a fireball. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.